Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and I'm doing a different type of video today, and I'm reviewing a graphic novel that actually came out this week. Bought it off Amazon, so I was able to get it early, honestly. They shipped it Tuesday, which I thought was a little weird, but hey, why not? So I did get it a day early. I was able to read it today and get this review up. It will be in comic book stores today, so if you go to a comic book store to get your regular comics, you might want to get this, which I'll talk about in the review. But yeah, I wanted to do the graphic novel review. I was going to do it on Frontline, but Chris got to do it earlier, so I was like, yeah, go ahead, Chris. You do it on Frontline. I'll do it on my channel. Maybe we'll do He Said, She Said. But go check out Chris's review too, so that way you can see the comparison. But let's talk about Family Business, Amazing Spider-Man. You know, since this was announced, I was really looking forward to it. I didn't know it was coming out this week until Chris even told me. It's like, hey, are you going to get Family Business? I'm like, whoa, it's coming out already? I thought it was going to come out during the summer. But very excited. The story is about Spider-Man meeting his sister, and I thought that was really interesting. It's written by Mark Waid. Love Mark Waid. Mark Waid could do no wrong. So I was very excited for that. And look how beautiful this book is. I love how beautiful it is. The art is great. You could tell that there's so much detail to it just by the spider sense. When you open it up, it just looks so beautiful. You hardly want to touch it, but you have to read it. Yeah, that's one thing I would say. If I had a title of this review, it'd be beautiful. Look at this. I love the art, which I'll get into more of the art, but love the way this book is crafted in general. But yeah, so I'm not going to spoil much. I don't really want to spoil anything. There will be an ending to this video where I want to say one spoiler, but I'll tell you when that's coming. But I don't want to spoil anything because I think that's what really makes the book. But you get to see Peter. He meets his sister, and his sister's a spy, and she was adopted. And she's trying to figure out stuff about her parents, you know, obviously Peter's parents, and seeing how this is connected to a villain and how this connected to Kingpin. So that's pretty much the whole story here. There's some twists in the end, and of course I don't want to spoil it. And I really did like this issue a lot. I really enjoyed Peter's sister. I think she really splashed on the page from her first appearance in this issue. I don't think it took too long to get to the sister's story. It took maybe 15 pages. I thought the introduction to her story was great. I like that she is an action type hero because she is following in the family business of her parents, which were spies. And I think Kingpin was a really good villain because he's obviously the business side of this villain. He's the Kingpin of gang wars. So I really like the title because it goes off to saying, yeah, business because of Mr. Fisk, Kingpin, and also family business because, hey, this is my sister, she's a spy. So I really like the title in that respect. Yeah, so like I was saying, I really enjoyed the sister. I thought she was an interesting character. Glad to see Peter again. It's been a while since I read a Peter story because of all Superior stuff, so it's nice to see him back. And this does feel like alternate world, so you don't have to read this issue, but I recommend it. I hope they do what DC's been doing with Earth 1, making Volume 1 Earth 1, Volume 2 Earth 1, and hopefully they continue that with Amazing Spider-Man, because there's a cliffhanger where you could be like, yeah, there could be a Volume 2 to this, and I want to see where this world develops. Yeah, so really enjoyed this. The only thing I didn't really like about it was probably the villain. It's more of a Captain America villain. I don't know if it really fits for Spider-Man, but I really like the espionage feel for this book. Even though Spider-Man, you never really get that with this character, it was a nice change of pace. I like it. Getting to the villain part with the espionage tone was okay. I think that was only a weak part of this issue, but everything else, I think the main part, which is Peter and his sister, worked very well here. The characterization was great. I had a fun time with it, and I'm going to give it 4.5. Really like this one. Also, art, as I said, beautiful art. Love the art here. I don't know if this would fit for an ongoing Spider-Man book, but it fit very well for this graphic novel. Beautiful art. It fits the story very well. So yeah, 4.5. But before I close this review, I just want to add one little spoiler. So if you don't want any spoilers, you can leave the video now. I gave my grade and everything. I say definitely pick it up because it's only like 20 bucks and it's really worth it. Well, it's 24, but if you get it off of Amazon, it's like $20. So I think it's really worth it. It's a beautiful book. I recommend this totally. But let's get into that spoiler now, so you can leave the video if you don't want spoilers. But the ending I kind of want to talk about. We find out in the end that the sister we're following throughout the whole issue is not actually Peter's sister. And it was all Fisk's plan to think that Spider-Man, or think that Peter had a sister. And he learns that Peter is Spider-Man, but then forgets because of all the situations that's going on. But I thought that was a cool twist. And you know, I guess it's understandable too, because like, oh, Peter having a sister, that's kind of out there. But I like the ending because it shows that maybe she is the sister, or maybe there's another sister. So I thought that was very interesting. We get to see that the mother was pregnant. What happened to that child wasn't actually the person we were following in this issue. And then there's this guy who was part of the parents' past, and he is doing a DNA test on one of the cups they used during the meeting with Peter and Teresa, I think her name was. And he's like, and what do we make of that? And I guess it's a DNA match or something, because he takes it for the DNA, so maybe he knew it wasn't the sister, and now he sees that it is the sister. I don't know, but I thought that was a really cool cliffhanger. And we still don't know, maybe it's Peter's cup, and they see, you know, that he's Spider-Man, and there'll be another thing with that. Because we didn't really see if it was the sister's cup or Peter's cup. So I think that's really interesting ending. Keeps you guessing, wanting more, and hopefully this gets enough sales. That way we can get more. But yeah, totally recommend it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully I'll be doing more graphic novel reviews. One I'm definitely interested in is the one in May for the X-Men. I think that looks really interesting, which I'll show you guys. Might skip the Avengers one. Just don't know yet. Just it might be good, might not be. So that's Endless War. I think I'm going to skip the Avengers and definitely get the X-Men. I'm really looking forward to the X-Men one. No More Humans. Seems pretty interesting. So yeah, again, giving this a 4.5. Please tell me in the comments below if you're interested in the book. If you got the book, what did you think? So I'll see you guys later. This is Comic Uno. And guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and their own situations. And don't forget to like my Facebook page. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.